Hey, you all out there. I hope that you rise and shine this morning. And I just need you. My name is Clayton Arline. This is about real talk. And I really want you to go out there and grab your coffee and sit back and relax because I think we're going to bring some satisfaction with a whole lot of action this morning. And I think the subject that I don't know what it is that I just needed to bring this subject up. It came to my mind. And I really want you to share this. And this is a question that I think many minority families either witness it or they're going through it at this time. And the question is, why do minority families separate after the loss of a parent? Now, I'm quite sure that most of y'all would probably understand that because that's when the kung fu fighting started. Everybody want to fight. Everybody want to kill. But let me tell you this, and I just need you to understand um, cultural expectation and generational curses has a lot to do with it. And when you talk about generational trauma, a systematic pressure can be intensified family dynamic after the parent dies. The loss of a family anchor, your mother, who is the one who kept the family together, and the one that always tried to be the referee, the judge, and try to come between the dispute. When the loss of a family anchor member, that can cause a whole lot of burden. And we all can testify, we can all witness. In many families, especially in the Black, Latinos, and the Asian household, the parent, you must understand, is often the mother. Are you working with me, boy? The mother is the emotional glue. She keeps things together. And no matter what she say, it's almost like she's like the judge in the family. When the central figure passes away, like your mother, unresolved tension that was kept in check, it may surface without their stability or stabilizing pressure. Let me give you an idea or give you some kind of things that you may can relate to. When I say there are certain people that glues to the family, when you lose one of your that strong person in your family, that's when the separation begins to start going down. Some of them never show up. They don't call the parents, but when they pass away, that's when you're going to find family members. We're going to go to war. And then I'm going to get off into that and I'm going to give you some examples. And I'm quite sure that most of y'all can pretty much verify it's inherited in a financial dispute. Ooh, well, what did I bring? Inherited in a financial dispute. Who owned the land? Who owned the house? Who did mom gave the will to? I mean, who was helped taking care of? You name it, everybody gonna show up with their hands out, and they don't care if you like it or not. They never been around their parent, but they shows up when they dead. And those are the troublemakers. The one that normally didn't do anything for the parent. Those are the one that acts a fool. Now, can you give me a witness on that? So I'm talking real talk right now. As a disagreement, and guess where it started? Over the will. They don't care about your parent. Where is the will? Who did she make out the will to? And please, if you find out that the will was made into the one that took care of, oh, that is a fight. They're going to hate that person for the rest of their life. And that's the way how we deal with things. I want the will. Who is the name on the will? Who did she put in charge? You talking about fighting? You must understand there is one person that kept you together. But after that person passed away, I hate you. I don't care if I speak to you again. And they live next door to each other and they pass it by each other every day and they don't speak to each other. They hate each other because they felt that you or whoever's in charge ripped them off. That's the way we program to think. And that may not even be the cause. If one sibling was a caregiver or live with the parent, others may question their intention or real feel excluded. Y'all know that. The one that's walking around taking care of mom, taking her to the doctor, making sure she got food to eat. You in another city. You don't even call your mother. You don't even call to see how she's doing. But the minute she closes her eyes, you shows up. You don't even have bus money to come down. You got every excuse in the book. But family dispute, when a family member passed away, I got family members, you got family members, have never spoken to each other after the parents passed away because they feel they didn't get part of the pie. They feel like you ripped us off. We all family members, okay? But they don't look at it in the way they should look at it. Who took care of mom? If mom or dad wanted you to have this, well, they probably would have gave it to you. And in their mind that you caught them at a time of their distress. You made them sign this. I mean, you name it, claim it. I'm going to give you an example. I've never seen it in my life more now than ever before. You got people, when they go to the funeral, they go in there to fight. They beating each other up in the church because the parents is gone, and now the sisters and brothers in the church. Let me tell you some things that I witnessed. I'm telling you, this is real talk. We were sitting in a funeral one day, and these family members, one live out of town, one live nearby, and everybody in the church, we thinking that, hey, man, this is the time to, respect the dead and stuff. But let me put it this way, and it really hurts my heart. One family member told the other member, you shut up, I'll knock you out. The other one said, come on, bring it on. Now we got peoples in the church looking at this. You ain't done nothing for your mother. You just come down here to collect. You ain't nothing but a trophy. Now I'm telling you, I'm not gonna get into detail. This is what's going on when you lose a family member. And when one person feels like they was excluded out of the will, they're not gonna speak to you no more. You understand? This is what's going down when you lose the glue in the family, the one that keeps the family together. And I want to say this, and when you talk about generational trauma and the family role, generational trauma, did you hear what I just said? Minority families often carry unspoken burden from racism, poverty, and immigration stress. You understand this generational trauma that have been placed on minority people? It is still living and live today. We have been trained, we've been programmed to do what we are doing, how to separate from each other, stop talking to each other, because guess what? It's all about money and power. You got people set up here when the parents pass away, they shows up at the house, they start unloading all the furniture without the other one getting there. And guess what's happening after they get there? Oh no, you better put that down. You whatever. And guess what? They fighting over that piece of furniture. They fighting over the dog. They fighting over the cat. But nobody claim who's gonna take the rats out. You understand? They gonna separate that closet. Who mama left it to? I bought this from mama, and I'm gonna take it back. I'm telling you right now, family separate from each other after they lose a loved one over the money and their assets. And that is real talk. And these pressures can create griddle family role like a golden child or scapegoat that persists into an outlook and fuse conflict. You got people, let me give you an example, and then we can go from there. We got people that have been programmed in your family that this family member is better than that family member. So that caused separation. My family better than your family. Look, we got nice clothes, we got a nice house, and look, we got quality house. You name it, That one family gonna make the other family feel like they are poor. That's where conflict started. When you move up in life and you feel that you can't come down, remember this: just as fast as you went up, just as quick as you can come down. But excuse me 1 second. I just need you to understand that life is a gift. Have you learned to accept it? And again, there has to be someone in that family that is very, very strong. And when we talk about cultural expectation, we talk about a different ball game. Some sibling, understand it, may feel other distant do each other. Some sibling may feel other didn't do enough for their parent, especially in culture where elderly care is a scarce duty. Did you hear what I say? Are you witnessing this? Or have you witnessed it? Well, let me read it again. Some sibling may feel other distant, the other didn't do enough for the parent. Yep, that's the one got the hands out. That's the one that sat up there and act a fool at the funeral. And you got to say, girl, you need to sit down somewhere and be quiet. You need to be ashamed of yourself. Your mother was on a dying bed. Your mother was going to the hospital. You never thought about calling her. And now you're going to sit up here and put on a fashion show. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's some of these people is here is nothing but clown. They come out of town. They try to dress like, oh, we don't do things like this. You know, look, I'm going to say this to you. Some of y'all need to keep your ass where you at. Because the only thing that you coming down and creating havoc among family members. Remember, the one that normally don't do nothing for the family is the one that's act a fool. The one that knowing that their mother was in need or their dad was in need on a dying bed, they didn't show up. It's too big. I done got into the city. I can't go down to that little countryside. Oh, there's some people down there is ignorant. They stupid. You understand how things happen. And I just need you to understand when we talk about this, is talk about some family may feel guilt or may feel shame or perceive disrespected can fracture bond that was already fragile. You know, I mean, it's already got fuses in the family. And some of them are gonna feel guilty, some of them gonna feel shame. But I'm gonna tell you something, that's the way we're gonna get it out. They are killing each other over assets and money. They are separating each other because one field, the other one have ripped them off. We are programmed from a slave mentality to think the way we think. When you lose a loved one, this is what the world wants you to separate from each other, and they don't have no problem. You're doing it anyway. So I just need you to understand that the lack of communication or therapy in these kind of families. Oh, 1 second. Excuse me. But again, I just need you to understand these are the kind of things that create havoc among family members. When the glue dies, the one that's been keeping the family together, that's when the disputes start. Mental health stigma in some community mean family rarely talk openly about grief, resentment, and trauma. They don't want to talk about that no more. They come down here from Chicago, New York. They stay for a couple hours. They back on the plane. Hey, when are they gonna get the wheel done? They worrying about the money. Who gonna get the house? Who gonna get the car? You know, I mean, I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I'm just saying, this therapy can help. Without the tools to process loss, sibling may lash out and withdraw instead of healing together. They're gonna withdraw. They're gonna separate themselves from you. I don't want to see you. I can't stand your gut. You didn't do this. I mean, it's in every race, but particularly in the black race. the minority race, the Latino race. I got family members right now. They love each other, but they can care less whether they see each other or not. That separation from family tradition, family generation. If I got a grudge against you, I'm going to keep that grudge against you. I don't want to talk to you no more. I can care less whether you live or die. This is the world we living in because the way that we've been programmed from way back from slavery. Slavery have done so much damage to you until you don't know how to overcome it. No matter where you started is how you end in life. I care about all family, but I can see the loss and the separation of minority family because either you can verify or you have witnessed it, how family members separate after the loss of a loved one. And I want to say this, and I please and I hope that you share this. This is not the first. This is a subject that we need to talk about. Why do minority families separate after the loss of a parent? Greed, money. I can't stand you. But before you get into that, stop separate, you need to reach out and ask God. God, help me to destroy this enemy from within. Help me to overcome the barriers that I've been experiencing. Help me to love my brothers and sisters regardless of race, religion, sex, or national origin. And please, Lord, let me know that you are a child of God. I am who I am because of you. When you start seeking, knocking, the door is going to open for you. I need to say this to all my brothers and sisters, regardless of your race, religion, sex, or national origin. The devil is very busy out here. He's been attacking peoples all over the world. But now he's exposing himself. He's letting you know that I am the devil. I'm your enemy. So what you going to do about it? Unless we come together, we pray together and believe that God can make a way out of no way, we're going to still be in bondage. I believe in the power of God. I believe that God is making me do what I do. And I hope that you'll be able to separate yourself from these enemies. If you got God first, that's the beginning of salvation. If you fear God, that's the beginning of salvation. If you fear man and don't fear God, you're going to hell. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure. And I hope that all of y'all had a very nice day. And I hope that you have passed this message because a lot of the minority families can verify everything that I'm saying. And this is why we need to share information. I want you to have a nice day and may God bless you and may God keep you and your family. Don't forget to pray every night, every morning. Adios, amigo. See you soon.